Why is integrity important? Integrity. A simple word, yet it bears an extraordinary weight. A term often heard but rarely understood in its profound depth. Integrity is not merely honesty. It is an inner strength that defines who we are and how we endure in a world brimming with falsehoods and temptations. If life is but a journey, then integrity is the map guiding us through storms and uncertainties. Yet, our world has long been ensnared by illusion, speed, convenience, and fleeting achievements that lead only to emptiness. Amid this restlessness gnawing at the heart, we must pause to reflect on the essence of true integrity. Integrity is the alignment of thought, word, and deed. It is not just about refraining from lying or deceiving others. It is the steadfast commitment to uphold noble values, even when no one is watching. This is an intensely personal yet profoundly real inner journey. We often find ourselves caught in the sway of unruly emotions and desires, but integrity teaches us to confront, not flee from them. In the face of these challenges, the teachings of a great philosopher, Confucius, resonate deeply. In a fragmented world filled with ever-shifting values, Confucian philosophy reminds us of the importance of living by unwavering moral principles. Integrity is the foundation of all strong and respectful relationships, Confucius once said. This timeless principle holds that every step we take, every choice we make, must be grounded in higher virtues rather than fleeting interests or personal gratification. Confucius teaches us that while the world may not always be just and humanity is far from perfect, what truly matters is how we preserve our integrity amid chaos. Our actions are the mirror of our true selves, he proclaimed. In these teachings, there is no room for hypocrisy or deceit. Integrity is not merely about what we do in the presence of others, but about the choices we make when no one is looking. Why does this matter so profoundly, especially in the modern world, rife with temptations and distractions? Because in our time, amidst a world that often feels fragile, we are the sole guardians of our principles. When society prizes fleeting gain, we must recognize that only by holding firm to our integrity can we attain true peace, both within ourselves and in our connections with others. Yet this journey is no easy one. The temptation to sacrifice values for personal gain is everywhere. In a world that seems to worship power, wealth, and influence, we must remind ourselves that true strength lies in the steadfastness to live by truth, even when the world does not stand in our favor. To uphold integrity is no light task. It is a burden we must carry with courage, even when we feel alone. As one ancient philosopher once said, we cannot rely on the external world to provide us with a definitive map of life. This world is too often fraught with darkness, confusion, and hypocrisy. Yet within us lies the power to choose not to be ensnared by this uncertainty. With integrity as our guide, we can navigate life with confidence. We can choose to act in alignment with our higher values, even when recognition seems distant. Do not lose your sense of self merely because the world does not see you, said another great philosopher. As the world rushes forward in its unsettling haste, we can stand firm, remembering that the greatest courage is to remain true to what is right, even when it is difficult. Integrity, in all its simplicity, is a profound strength. It is the light we carry in darkness, the compass that directs us toward higher purposes. This is our calling, to master ourselves, to resist the destructive pull of unchecked emotions, and to walk the rightful path, even when the way feels heavy. We may never fully know where this path will lead us. Yet as long as we hold steadfast to integrity, we can be certain that our steps are true, aligned with our principles, our hearts, and the essence of our true purpose. This is a call to us all. Do not let this fractured world erode your integrity. Let us walk together, with self-mastery and resolute purpose, navigating life with unwavering determination. Only then can we find true peace, and perhaps in time, we may witness this chaotic world rediscover its way. What is personal integrity? Personal integrity, as seen through the lens of Confucius, is the cornerstone of a meaningful life. To Confucius, integrity is not merely a concept, but a profound moral obligation. The greatest courage is doing what is right, even when unseen by others, he proclaimed, emphasizing that integrity is about acting in alignment with virtuous values, even in solitude. It is the unwavering expression of a person's moral character, resilient against external pressures or the lure of deviation. Beyond honesty, integrity is about consistency, a seamless connection between thoughts, words, and actions. A person with integrity not only speaks the truth, but embodies it through their actions. What we think, what we say, and what we do must be in harmony, Confucius stated. By maintaining this alignment, we discover harmony in life, both within ourselves and with others. Discrepancy between words and actions only breeds doubt and distrust, both in our relationships and within our own sense of self. However, integrity is not something imposed by external rules or societal norms. It goes deeper than compliance. It is a consistent reflection of deep moral awareness and deliberate choice. Our actions reveal who we truly are, said Confucius. In this sense, integrity encompasses the courage to do what is right, even when it is unpopular or when we face the temptation to take the easier path. Integrity, according to Confucius, also involves a sense of responsibility toward others. It is not merely about upholding the truth for oneself, but about preserving moral principles in our interactions with others. Every action, no matter how small, should reflect our commitment to goodness and justice, echoing Confucius's teaching on the importance of Ren, benevolence that promotes collective well-being. Therefore, integrity strikes a perfect balance between personal virtue and its impact on society. To act with integrity means to consciously choose not to compromise on moral values, even when the external world tests the limits of our resolve. It is a call to stand firm, to maintain consistency in every aspect of our lives, and to act responsibly toward ourselves and others. Thus, integrity is more than mere honesty. It is the embodiment of moral courage to act consistently and in accordance with the values we hold. It is a force that transcends words, infusing each step we take with profound meaning. Integrity is an inner journey, never ending, yet every step taken with it brings us closer to a higher truth. Integrity in Confucian perspective. For Confucius, integrity lies at the heart of a moral and honorable life. It is not just about loyalty to personal principles, but also about how we engage with the world and those around us. Confucius taught that integrity comprises three foundational moral values: honor, truth, and responsibility. Honor is a virtue highly esteemed by Confucius. To him, a person living with integrity always upholds personal and familial honor. Integrity is not only evident in our own actions, but also in how we safeguard the dignity and respect of others. Confucius often reminded us to act in ways that reflect our worth, because our actions influence not just ourselves, but also those around us. Act with respect, and you shall be respected, he said. By upholding honor, we demonstrate reverence for moral principles, even in a world that often prioritizes self-interest. Truth is the second essential value in Confucian thought. For him, truth is the foundation of all righteous actions. A person with integrity never sacrifices truth for convenience or personal gain. In Confucian teachings, truth is the thread that weaves life together. Living with integrity means embodying profound honesty, not only toward others, but also toward oneself. Upholding truth in every action is part of our effort to remain loyal to it in a world often fraught with lies and deceit. The third value is responsibility. Responsibility to oneself, to one's family, and to society. Confucius emphasized that integrity comes with the weight of great responsibility. Responsibility is the tangible expression of virtue, he said. To preserve integrity is to bear the burden of responsibility, even when faced with difficult or unpopular choices. A person of integrity accepts accountability for their actions and does not evade the consequences they entail. At the core of Confucian integrity is the concept of ren, often translated as benevolence or humanity. Ren is the key to all other moral values. It is the capacity to place the well-being of others on equal footing with our own. Without ren, integrity loses its direction. True integrity is not just about doing what is right for oneself, but also about fostering goodness and empathy toward others. Confucius taught that we do not live for ourselves alone. We live to improve the world through actions guided by kindness and compassion. If you wish to live rightly, treat others as you wish to be treated, he said. Through ren, our integrity becomes more than steadfast adherence to personal values. It connects us to others and reflects our commitment to honor and responsibility toward the broader world. By living a life imbued with ren, we preserve our personal dignity while building more harmonious relationships with others. Ultimately, Confucius taught that integrity is not a choice, but an obligation to be lived daily. Honor, truth, responsibility, and ren form the inseparable foundation of a noble character and steadfast morality. In a world often divided, we are reminded that only by upholding these values can we remain unshaken by temptation and live in accordance with virtues that bring peace to ourselves and the world around us. Integrity as the foundation of healthy relationships. Integrity is not only a cornerstone for personal life but also the bedrock of healthy, respectful relationships. A strong bond, whether within families, workplaces, or communities, is built on trust, and trust can only flourish when integrity underpins every interaction. Within families, integrity serves as the glue that keeps relationships resilient. When family members act with honesty and uphold shared values, harmony and trust grow naturally. A father teaching his children to always speak the truth, even in tough situations, instills in them the conviction that honesty is the strongest foundation for love and understanding. Similarly, between partners, integrity strengthens commitments and ensures that words and actions align with respect for one another. Trust is the force that binds, and integrity is the key to achieving it, said an ancient philosopher. By practicing integrity in family life, we create bonds rooted not just in blood but in mutual understanding, loyalty, and shared responsibility. In professional settings, integrity differentiates genuine leaders from those who merely pursue self-interest. A leader with integrity earns respect not just through their position, but through consistent actions, fair decisions, and alignment of their words and deeds. A leader who cannot be trusted will destroy the entire organization, Confucius reminds us. Integrity in the workplace fosters a culture of trust, collaboration, and mutual support. When team members respect one another and act with integrity, even challenging tasks become manageable because everyone can rely on one another to act truthfully and responsibly. In society, integrity paves the way for fairness and mutual respect. Without it, communities spiral into injustice and distrust. Confucius taught that every individual has a role in upholding moral values in their society. A society that does not root itself in integrity will crumble under falsehood, he said. In a community founded on integrity, people communicate with honesty, value diversity, and work together responsibly to achieve shared goals. Building trust within society nurtures a sense of security and respect, allowing people to depend on one another to act justly and truthfully. Trust generated through integrity is the driving force behind any relationship. Without trust, relationships falter, and communication breaks down. Trust enables openness, sharing, and mutual growth. By choosing to live with integrity, we give others a reason to trust us, encouraging them to do the same. Trust is a treasure more valuable than gold, Confucius wisely noted. This is why integrity is not just a personal virtue, but a choice that influences every layer of our connections. By embracing integrity in our relationships, we foster environments of honesty, fairness, and respect. We remind ourselves and others that genuine relationships are not built on deceit or superficiality, but on fidelity to higher moral values, enabling mutual support and growth. In a fast-paced world with constant temptations to compromise, integrity remains timeless, and relationships built on it are the most enduring. The power of integrity in facing challenges. In a world brimming with temptations and trials, personal integrity serves as a steadfast fortress, granting us the strength to remain upright. When faced with the choice between doing what is right and taking an easier path, integrity emboldens us to choose what is right, even at great risk. Steadfastness in truth is the greatest test of a person, said Confucius, emphasizing that the true challenge lies in our ability to uphold integrity amidst life's storms. When difficulties arise, be they personal temptations, social pressures, or complex relationships, integrity acts as an internal compass, preventing us from losing our way. Without integrity, we risk being swayed by fleeting desires or a world focused on self-interest. However, with integrity, we preserve our moral compass. One with integrity, though caught in adversity, can still stand tall, taught Confucius, highlighting the courage needed to adhere to moral principles. Confucius emphasized that the greatest challenges are not external but internal, the lure of convenience, the avoidance of hardship, or the pursuit of superficial recognition. Yet with integrity, we gain the strength to confront these temptations head-on. Do not let the world change your heart. Hold fast to what is right, even if the world opposes you, he advised. He underscored that a meaningful life stems not from comfort or ease, but from the courage to remain steadfast in truth, even when it requires standing alone. An illustrative lesson from Confucius recounts a student asking how to act under societal pressure. Confucius replied wisely, "Even if the entire world desires what is wrong, we must act in accordance with truth." This teaching underscores that integrity is not optional when circumstances are favorable, but an obligation to be upheld regardless of external opposition. The essence of Confucian wisdom reveals that steadfastness in doing right, despite its difficulties, is a mark of true wisdom. Like a tree standing firm in the storm, integrity provides the resilience needed to endure life's trials. Those with integrity remain upright, even in a world filled with temptations, Confucius declared. It is not merely about survival, but about living meaningfully, with honor, justice, and kindness guiding every action. By choosing to uphold integrity, we commit not only to making the right decisions in the moment, but to building a life of profound meaning and inner peace. Integrity empowers us to face challenges head-on, with the assurance that though the journey may be arduous, we are walking the righteous path. Integrity and effective leadership. Effective leadership is not merely defined by technical expertise or public speaking skills. At its heart, respected leadership stems from the personal integrity of the leader. A leader with integrity does not only give directives but leads by example, through actions, words, and daily attitudes. A leader with integrity is the light that guides others, said Confucius, emphasizing that true leadership arises from unwavering commitment to higher moral principles, not merely results or power. Integrity in leadership entails guiding with honesty and responsibility, making decisions rooted in fairness and values, even when it involves taking a more challenging path. A leader with integrity considers not only the end goal but also the means to achieve it, respecting those they lead at every step. Confucius taught, "A good leader prioritizes the welfare of their people, not personal gain." Every decision of an upright leader reflects a long-term vision to create greater good for all. Such leaders inspire their followers not merely to follow directions but to embody the same values. The actions of a leader speak louder than their words, Confucius reminded us. When a leader acts with moral consistency, they foster a culture where others are motivated to do the same. Trust, cultivated through integrity, creates strong bonds between leaders and their followers, encouraging mutual growth and support. In the professional realm, leaders with integrity foster environments where team members feel valued and included in decision-making processes. They do not exploit power for personal benefit or at the expense of others. Instead, they champion fairness, transparency, and a commitment to justice in all areas of work. A leader with integrity earns the respect of their team, knowing they are treated with honesty and equity, said Confucius. Every decision they make is guided by truth, not by self-interest. Such leaders go beyond providing direction. They instill confidence in others to act similarly. By building trust and upholding moral values in every action, leaders with integrity spark a transformative spirit in their followers. Integrity-driven leadership becomes a catalyst for positive change, not just at the individual level but also within the broader society. Leaders with integrity shape the future through wise decisions and by modeling a life that inspires those they lead. Integrity in daily actions. Integrity manifests not only in grand decisions or pivotal moments but also in the small, seemingly mundane actions we take every day. It is often said, "Integrity is what you do when no one is watching," a reminder from great philosophers of its quiet power. In our daily lives, integrity is reflected in the harmony between our words and actions, between what we proclaim and what we practice. In the workplace, integrity means performing our duties with honesty and dedication, avoiding shortcuts or compromising quality for personal gain. For instance, if we commit to completing a project by a specific deadline, we must honor that commitment to the best of our abilities, regardless of supervision. As Confucius taught, a person of integrity works not for accolades but to ensure their work is always done to the best of their ability. In social relationships, integrity involves upholding our promises and acting with honesty and honor. When we tell someone we will support them, we must demonstrate that support through actions, not mere words. Confucius reminds us that trust in relationships stems from consistent actions. To be respected, one must first show respect through their deeds. Acting with integrity in our social interactions not only earns the respect of others, but also strengthens bonds of trust. In personal life, integrity means staying truthful to oneself. When faced with temptations to hide the truth or act against our values, integrity calls us to remain steadfast. For example, if lying seems like an easy way to avoid unpleasant consequences, our integrity reminds us to choose truth, however difficult it may be. Confucius wisely noted, "The truth is the hardest path, but it is the only one that brings genuine peace." Maintaining integrity in daily decisions requires prioritizing moral values over expediency, even when the world offers shortcuts. The key to cultivating integrity lies in consistency. Integrity is not a one-time choice, but a lifelong commitment to living in alignment with our moral principles. A person of integrity not only speaks the truth, but acts in harmony with their words, Confucius declared, underscoring the importance of coherence between thoughts, words, and deeds. When our actions reflect our values, we not only strengthen our own character but inspire others to follow the same path. Living with integrity in daily actions demands perseverance, moral commitment, and the courage to stay true to principles, even when convenience or gain beckons us astray. Yet, through consistent choices, whether in work, relationships, or personal matters, we build a life that is both meaningful and respected, and we find the peace of living authentically. Integrity and self-confidence. Integrity is the unshakable foundation of true self-confidence. When we act according to the principles and values we hold dear, we cultivate a deep and enduring confidence. This self-assurance is not superficial or dependent on external validation, but arises from within, a conviction that we are on the right path, even amidst challenges and temptations. True confidence comes when we no longer feel the need to conceal who we are, said a philosopher. Each decision grounded in integrity strengthens our relationship with ourselves, fostering profound respect for our ability to choose rightly even in difficult situations. Integrity provides the foundation for self-belief, because we know we are guided by a higher moral compass. Acting with integrity brings inner peace, we need not worry about maintaining facades or covering up lies. Consistency in our actions, whether large or small, reassures us of the soundness of our decisions. Confucius noted, "When we act with integrity, we feel no need to justify ourselves to others." This confidence stems from knowing we have chosen truth over expedience, not to please others, but to remain true to ourselves. Integrity also fortifies us in the face of failure or mistakes. While success is not always guaranteed, acting with integrity allows us to accept setbacks with dignity. When we fall, it is not because we are weak, but because we chose to uphold the truth, said Confucius. Integrity gives us the strength to face failure with grace, knowing that true success lies in steadfast adherence to what is right. The confidence born of integrity is rooted not in achievements or societal approval, but in our relationship with ourselves. When every step we take aligns with our moral principles, we become more assured in our ability to navigate life's challenges. Each decision made with integrity reinforces our self-respect and affirms our commitment to living by values we honor. True confidence is not derived from external success, but from the alignment of our thoughts, words, and deeds, a philosopher observed. In its purest form, integrity empowers us to face adversity with the assurance that we have chosen rightly. Over time, it shapes a character that not only trusts in its abilities, but also believes that every principled choice leads closer to a meaningful and authentic life. Facing moral dilemmas with integrity. Life often presents us with moral dilemmas, situations where our choices affect not only ourselves but also those around us. In such moments, integrity serves as a guiding light, helping us choose the right path even when it is difficult or unpopular. Confucius aptly stated, "A moral dilemma is not a test from the world, but a test of ourselves," emphasizing that the greatest challenge lies in staying true to our principles, despite external pressures. Facing a moral dilemma requires courage to resist external pressures and choose a path aligned with our conscience. For instance, in the workplace we may face the choice of sacrificing honesty for personal gain or following directives that conflict with our moral values. In such cases, integrity guides us to prioritize truth, regardless of the cost. To be respected by others, one must first respect the truth, Confucius taught, reminding us that true honor comes from loyalty to moral values, not fleeting success. When confronted with moral dilemmas, Confucius advised deep reflection. What would a wise person do in this situation? Moral choices, he taught, should not be based merely on outcomes but on adherence to virtues and truth. Decisions made with integrity transcend personal gain, reflecting broader values of justice and righteousness. True goodness lies in choosing what is right, even if it brings hardship, he asserted, acknowledging that truth often demands sacrifices. External pressures, social expectations, peer influence, or the desire for acceptance are common obstacles in moral dilemmas. Yet integrity teaches us to remain unwavering, guided by an inner moral compass. To those steadfast in truth, the world will learn to offer respect, Confucius proclaimed, emphasizing that unwavering integrity earns both self-respect and the admiration of others. Confronting moral dilemmas with integrity also involves accepting the discomfort or consequences of our choices. Choosing rightly, even at personal cost, fosters personal growth and wisdom. Integrity empowers us to face uncertainty with poise, knowing that every decision grounded in morality strengthens our character. Conclusion: living integrity in everyday life. Integrity is not an abstract ideal for occasional reflection, but a guiding principle to be embodied in every aspect of life. From work to personal relationships, from daily routines to life's pivotal decisions, integrity offers clarity and resilience in the face of temptations and challenges. Integrity is the foundation of all virtues, Confucius observed, underscoring its role in building a meaningful life and a better world. Confucius taught that the pursuit of integrity begins within ourselves, a commitment to live with honesty, honor, and kindness. If we wish to improve the world, we must first improve ourselves, he reminded us, emphasizing that the change we seek must start with individuals of integrity. Each action aligned with our values contributes to creating a just and virtuous world. Living with integrity is a call to a life of greater honor and purpose. It is not about perfection, but a consistent effort to act with truth and virtue, even when it is challenging. Choosing integrity means aligning ourselves with higher values and granting ourselves the greatest reward, respect from ourselves and others. Living with integrity is living a life of meaning, Confucius declared, inviting us to commit to a path of truth and honor. Every decision, every action, every word must reflect our values, for integrity is the light that guides us even in darkness. Through integrity, we not only create a better life for ourselves, but also inspire others to follow the same path. To live with integrity is to live with clarity, peace, and wisdom. Let us take the first step today, choosing honor, choosing what is right, and letting integrity be the foundation of every action we take. As Confucius affirmed, those of integrity are respected by the world, for they are the light that leads us toward goodness.